Testing, testing. Good evening, good evening, good evening, everybody. This is Mike Kilo Oscar for Papa Delta India. Happy anniversary to me. Today is my 4-year anniversary with this channel. So we're going to talk about it a little bit. We're going to look at some of my old videos and laugh a little. And if you got any questions about running a YouTube channel, come talk to me. I am not the best at it. I am far from it. I don't know everything there is to know. So you and I can learn together. We'll try stuff if you want. I started this channel 4 years ago. It was not called Ham Radio Fun with KO4 PDI back then. It was called the Honey Badgers of Flagler County. And I used to run a net on their Wires X repeater. And we would take calls from everybody all over the country. Probably mostly Michigan, Pennsylvania, New York. A lot of people down here in Florida. There was a big push for Wires X. If any of you know my Elmer, my former Elmer, ND1C, my buddy Jim, Jim was instrumental in getting me to get onto Wires X. I've since lost interest in it because, number one, my Elmer decided not only didn't he want to be an Elmer anymore, he didn't want to do Wires X anymore. His equipment got hit by lightning. He got rolled over by his insurance company. I hate insurance companies. Oh my God, I hate them so much. Anyway, they gave him a hard time, and he got fed up, and he just said, forget it. And guys were offering him radios. Guys were offering him all kinds of stuff. He didn't care. He just lost interest in it. And he liked the peace and quiet by not having it, not having people calling him, telling him the repeater's down or something like that. So he just got out of it. And it's sad because Jim is a great guy. He's a good friend. Just to show you how far away from ham radio he's gotten, I have not seen him in over a year. All right? I don't know what I ever did to him to piss him off, but if I didn't piss him off, and that's not the reason why he's not contacting me or talking, he calls me every now and then, but we haven't gotten together. I remember he bought a Tesla, and I so wanted to see that Tesla in person. Never happened in over a year. So that's intentional at that point. I know it. I don't know what I did. I don't know what the issue is. But, yeah, it happened. Hey, Roger. Roger's here. Kilo Victor 4 India was very active on the birds today. I heard him a couple of times. So it was nice hearing you on the birds, Roger. Roger is also a very benevolent man who's contributed to the growth of this channel tremendously. He's helped me out a lot, and I greatly appreciate that, Roger. And now he's like bugging me to get my extras. So maybe my Elmer gave up on it. He wants to try it. So maybe I'll let Roger convince me to become an extra. All right. I suck at school. I suck at remembering things. That's my problem. I took the test 3 times and failed by getting like 3 too many questions wrong. So anyway. That's not what we're here for tonight. We're here to talk about the anniversary. So it started out as the Honey Badgers of Flagler County. Then I got into satellites. And I got so into satellites that it's almost exclusive to anything else other than maybe FT8, FT4, FT2. I love doing the digital modes. It's wonderful to know you covered the whole world. I have 50,000 lookups on my, 50,000 QSOs on my QRZ page. All right, there's only 36,000 of them are confirmed, but still, it's a lot of freaking QSOs. Most of it was FT8. And I really had fun doing that. Well, then I got into satellites and I started making videos of me working satellites. I'm going to show you one right now. Let's organize these things. Every time I change the page, it changes. I'm going to show you the oldest video I have on here, and it's a POTA activation. I'll start it from the beginning. It's 19 minutes long. We're not going to play the whole thing, but you get to see my first opening that I did, where I talked. You see me talking to Kjell Lindgren on my 9700. I recorded the contact. It was one of my first astronaut contacts on the International Space Station. Now, for some reason, the audio is freaking low on this, but I'm going to try to get it where you guys can hear it. It goes by really quick. Let's go to full screen on this.
Welcome aboard the International Space Station. Everybody, this is Mike, KO4PDI. We're doing a little Parks on the Air today.
Notice no beard.
Location I picked to do it today. If you look around me, it's absolutely gorgeous. You're a million miles away from
This is my favorite park. This is within Pelsier Creek State Conservation Area
over there
in Flagler County, Florida. I used to go to this park every time I got a new antenna, which I haven't done in a while. I have a new one. I have the spool antenna I want to test.
There was a big tree back there, and it used to have an eagle nest on it that was here for over 30 years.
Yeah, well, you see that V in the trees. That's where the eagle nest used to be. I used to go there first thing in the morning, right after my cup of coffee. I'd take my iPhone and I'd put it onto a gun spotting scope and literally zoom right in on where the nest was, and you could watch it. If you go to my Facebook and look at old videos, there's probably some there of the birds up there. But let me see. I could show you my setup. I had a little folding table. That is my first Go box that I made. That is my I Hate DMR shirt. If you know anything about the R-Finder B1, and me and my buddy Jim, we got screwed by them, and I got so pissed. But yeah, I went to Hamcation in 26, 25, 24. That would be 23 or 22. And I wore that shirt in front of R-Finder booth, and I walked all around the convention with that on me. I did it at Huntsville too, so that year. Anyway, that's where the joke comes from for that shirt. And Jim and Lisa wore one too. They loved it. Anyway, this was my setup. I had a little folding chair. I have a little like TV table, but a strong one. And I made that Go box out of a 4U, it wasn't a Gator case. It was a knockoff I got on Amazon, which I've since sold to another ham. Yeah, you're right, Roger. You could do satellite POTA here, although you got trees. The trees are kind of close. You'd be better off going out by the Intercoastal Waterway, which passes by this park about a mile to the east of me, where I am right here. This is the spot where we used to go watch the eagles, and in 2018, the eagle nest collapsed. It crashed. It was there for years, and over 30 years it was there. Probably weighed a ton. It was really big. The only other eagle nest I ever saw that big was down at Kennedy Space Center, and that one eventually came down. That was there since the Mercury program. But the eagles set up a nest in a tree right next to it, so they're still there. The eagles are still at Kennedy Space Center. If you ever take the tour of Kennedy Space Center and you take the bus to the past the VAB and go into the Saturn V Center, along the way you'll see where that eagle nest was, and the bus driver usually points it out to people because this time of year there are eagles there, so it's worth going to see. Except at that point of the tour, you can't get out of the bus because you're on a military base with all kinds of rockets and stuff going on all around you. They don't allow you to just roam around on your own. But there are plenty of nature trails nearby there that you can go on. And you could see alligators, you could see flamingos, you could see all kinds of birds. It's really a lot of fun, but enough of that. So this was my Go box. This was I think this was the first video I ever put up on just using my iPhone, and I don't even believe I have the external mics on here. Yeah, I wasn't even using the DJI mics yet, so that's how new this was. That headset I got on, that's a Parrot headset, only covers one ear. And when you're working with the 705, it's good to keep the speaker on and then also listen to it in the earpiece. It makes it much easier to understand everybody. So that's that. That box was a 705.
All right. So
With
just
that box was a 705 with a Zygu XBA 125 amplifier that made it a 100-watt radio. And I only had 99 views for this. So somebody go view this and I'll give it a thumbs up right now. All right, so let's see what else we got going on. All right, so here we go. We go oldest first. That was the one we were just watching. Here is the first interview I ever did with my channel, and you recognize this guy over here. Oh, let's move the text. This guy over here, you recognize him. That was at Hamcation 3 years ago, so that was 2023. Hamcation. This is Mike, who was ham radio stuff at the time. He's now Ham Radio Tube. And you look at the fancy music I'm playing. The beard looks like crap.
Hey everybody, I'm here with the one and only person that I give money to as patron. I'm one of his patrons. So this is the reason I'm into Parks on the Air. Mike, K8MRD, the metalhead Mike. I love this guy. He's taught me so much. I've talked to him numerous times.
How much money have you spent because of me?
Well, I got the new Rig Expert 500 now because of you. He turned me on to Rig Experts up at Huntsville, that was.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, and then we came.
Talk with that,
I knew he was coming down here, and I wanted to hang out with him. Yeah, that chick. Did you ever get to go out with her?
No, she left. Like, she left early. She's only there for a couple hours.
Oh man, this cute chick from the Ukraine was here hitting on him. It was great. Because look at him, he's such a stud. Yeah. Look, although he's bald, but he's got a nice beard, right? I don't wear a hat to hide my baldness.
I'm not wearing it to hide my baldness. I walked in and LVG gave me a hat. It's got my call sign on it.
So how many years have you been doing YouTube, Mike?
That's a good question.
He now does it full time.
I found an old video of you, of one of your real old ones. I forget, you were demonstrating the 891, I think. When you first got it, was like 2017.
Sounds about right, yeah.
Yeah, and I was watching it. I'm like, look at he looks so young.
Yeah,
but
those
this
were
guy,
the days, weren't they?
He does analytics on antennas, and he puts the details up there and shows I'll never be that guy, but he does it, and he does a really good job at it, which means when I go to buy something based on his recommendation, I'm not going to be sorry. He does a good job, and you deserve all the followers you can get. Look him up on YouTube, K8MRD, K8MRD Radio, and Radio Stuff.
Real clever name.
He's now Ham Radio Tube. He changed the name of his Ham Radio YouTube channel. But Mike is a great guy. I can call him anytime and ask him a question, and he's there for me, and I greatly appreciate it, Mike. So thank you very much. Let's see what other old gems I have here. We're going back 3 years on these that I did these. The first video I did on the Sapbox, you'll get a kick out of this. I'm using my Shure SM58 as a microphone, thinking I had like a really good mic. And now I got this little sucker here. Let's let me start this at the beginning and make it full screen.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, in the background, you hear the hiss.
KG2 Mike. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Good to see you here, Mike.
Demonstrate for you today some.
God, the volume's so low. Look, I didn't even have.
Which I brag about all the time. That I got from these guys.
This is the same studio. I'm sitting in the same spot right now that I was here, except I now have a green screen. Thank you to
and next I'm going to show you
Song and Wind. Good to meet you. Nice to have you here. Mike is my brother from another mother.
Going into my computer that's making that
yeah, we live pretty close to each other. He's up in Jacksonville. I'm in Palm Coast.
We are looking
I can talk here because the volume is horrible. By the way, I don't know why the volume's so low on this video, but I got it as loud as it goes. But if you look at the screen, this was the original Sapbox I had. Notice no GPS, none of that. There's so many things they added to this Sapbox since this video was made. It's not really pertinent anymore. I didn't even know how you could click on the word ground up here and it would switch to
orange box, which is right now behind the green dot.
You see you're close, Mike. It's a SM58 to an RE
tracking
RE27. This is a 27. This isn't a 20. Originally from New York or Jersey. Yeah, I'm originally from Jersey. That's where the screwed up language comes from. But this is like one of the very first videos I put on here. I put on YouTube, and you're getting to see quality not so good. And if we get to a point where I'm in the shot again, here it is. You could see not enough light. My shirt's all lit up from the monitors, but I don't even have a light on me here. And I got my Heil Boom, which was the squeakiest thing I ever had. I got rid of that. I gave it away. I didn't even try to sell it. And the SM58 I still have because I have an audio system, a Fender Passport that I sometimes loan out to people, or I set it up for something. I used to use it for my magic shows. So, yeah. Oh, Mike's from New York City. I was born and raised in upstate New York, a.k.a. a farmer, but lived in the city for many years. Oh, man, I feel for you, Song and Wind. You don't want to live there now. All right, so let's see what else we got we can laugh at. Let's go to something really interesting. I think there's Mike. There's KG2MM right here. Here we are. Winter Field Day that was.
Or you get 6 parks in one day.
So you drove.
Where are we, Mike?
And you close the top.
Mike was showing me the trailer that they use. There's Goldie. She was there. K9AUY.
Okay.
There's the trailer for Duval County.
We're going to do.
We're trying to do some satellite contacts. And here's Mike right there. Mike, you're a star. I got you on my podcast.
Yeah, there we go.
This guy's Arrow 2 mounted on a tripod. He's a big devotee of Kilo 5 Kilo 5 India Tango radio. That is W5ITR. That's Rob.
I think that's all I got. That's all I got.
That's it?
Yeah.
All right, good.
I mean, I still hear it, but.
Hey, everybody, I'm Mike, KO4PDI, the Ham Fun Guy, and we are here with
Jake Barth, Whiskey 9, Juliet Whiskey Bravo.
This was the Duval County
9,
Amateur
Juliet
Radio
Whiskey Bravo,
Association
and he's been busy.
that I was hanging out
It's
with.
field day, winter field day here.
No
in
autographs.
Duval County.
Mike wants
I
autographs.
came up here to check this out, and look what we found.
Yes, Mike, you're a star.
This little baby right here. Can we slide that over?
Sure.
This is a cute little go
This little
box,
go
but
box.
we'll move on from that. Oh, guess what? 2 things, Mike. You'll get a kick out of this. I bought the 25th anniversary Bofang HT. Yeah, I ordered it. Mike did a video on it today. Josh came out with a video on it too. Nice looking radio, but if Josh tested it fails for spurless emissions, but I'm probably never going to open the box. I'm going to save it as a souvenir, the anniversary edition, 25 years of Baofeng. So someday when it's 50 years of Baofeng, that'll be worth something, like $30. Oh, man, I'm having too much fun. All right, so we were looking at my old videos. So let's go back to my channel. Let's go back to my channel and to the videos tab. And oldest video first. All right, so we saw Mike, we saw me, you saw the sat box. This is me doing POTA from my car on the late shift. This is Bob, the HOA Ham. If you guys watch his channel, he gives you a lot of ideas for antennas and stuff for if you live in an HOA. So it's good to see. Oh, the Baofeng. Yeah, I ordered. Wait, but you're going to hear something else. I ordered the anniversary edition Baofeng. So someday it'll be worth, $30, $40. It's worth $4.99. Oh, I like it. It's worth $4.99, $5 by 2030. It's not exactly a Model T. It's anyway. Oh, God. This is too much fun. You were born and raised in the Bronx. I dated a lady from the Bronx. I met a lady from the Bronx today down here in Florida, but I dated a woman in the Bronx, and I'll never forget. We went out New Year's Eve. I guess it was 2002, and we're coming home at like 2 o'clock in the morning. And if you know anything about the Bronx, parking is just a figment of your imagination. Most people just drive around until it's morning. But I had to park. I was driving a Lincoln Town Car. So I'm coming back from the city. I got a Lincoln Town Car. And we get to her house, and I'm like, Christine, I'll drop you off at the house, and I will find a parking space and walk back. Because I figured I'm going to be like a mile away at least. I'm going to have a long walk to get back. And we pull up to her house, and right smack in front of her house is a parking space. I almost fainted. I couldn't believe it. You don't usually find a parking space in the Bronx at 2 a.m. because they've all been taken. But literally right in front of her house, I just looked there. I said, Christine, there is a God. And I parked the car and we went inside. It was really fun. The Bronx, I will tell you about the Bronx. There's a really nice part of the Bronx now. By Yankee Stadium, they really cleaned it up. If you saw it when I was a kid, you didn't go there. If you went to Yankee Stadium, you drove to Yankee Stadium, you didn't stop, you didn't look at anybody, you didn't talk to anybody, you beeline there, and you knew where you were going to park before you got there because you didn't want to dilly-dally around the Bronx. It was scary. But I dated a girl from Brooklyn. I should have said Brooklyn, and we found a parking space in front of her house, which was incredible. Anyway, okay, where were we? We were looking at my old videos. This one you'll like. This is not that. This is only 2 years ago. Had 157 views. This was the surprise I got when I talked to Woody Hoberg, an astronaut on the International Space Station. Let's jump over to that screen. Let me start at the beginning. This is how I used to start my videos with this little graphic here.
What are you doing? I've been working on doing remote. I'm trying to get it to the point where I could do remote satellites on field day with another laptop hooked up into my home computer and my home radio.
I never did get that to work.
Cool. If I can pull this off, this would be pretty cool. Anyway, let's get ready for this pass. The satellite should be rising at 3:35, and it is actually 3:33 right now. If you look at the satellite,
fast forward a little bit
down to Mexico. Radio in no matter what form.
Notice I had two cameras on me.
You see a lot of noise on
the Geochron. If you look on the right, that is the original setup of my
but I don't.
My Yaesu 5500 rotator.
What it is the third harmonic of the 2-meter frequency is right around the 70-meter frequency, which causes that interference.
You can see on the Geochron, the satellite is over me already. You see the antenna starting to move.
2K.
And I'm using the 9700. You can see the SAT page.
Echo Lima 99 QSL.
SAT page shows all the QSOs I had made so far that day. The microphone was a Rode mic. If anybody's interested in a good microphone, that is a really good microphone. Really? Mike is telling us that the HOA ham Bob, he's over in Tampa, was doing Parks on the Air yesterday. Wonderful.
NA1SS KO4 PDI.
I'm telling you, Mike, you got to get down here. We'll do a POTA together. I got numerous. I'm going to do a QRP with my 705.
Yeah, this is Flight Engineer Woody Hoberg.
That's Woody Hoberg, the astronaut. I was talking over that. Let's play it again.
Yeah, this is Flight
Engineer NA1SS KO4 PDI. NA1SS, which astronaut do I have?
Yeah, this is Flight Engineer Woody Hoberg, KB3HTZ as NA1SS.
Hey, Woody, good to hear you again. Have a great day.
That was the second time I had spoken to Woody. And it was...
That's 7!
That was when I got my 7th. I got 9 now.
Woohoo! Let somebody else get in there now.
Listen to the other guys.
AQ4BTZ, NA1SS. Welcome aboard. Oh, wow, thank you. Kilo Papa 4, Mike Victor. NA1SS in 7 Golf, Zulu Tango. NA1SS, Kilo Papa 4, Mike Victor. Hotel Romeo 5, Hotel Alpha Charlie.
Yes, they're building a White Castle in Daytona Beach. I couldn't believe it. It's going to be like home. Got to get stoned and go there and eat like 20 hamburgers, and then the next day you empty your body out of all living things. We used to call them murder burgers at White Castle. I used to go to the one in Clifton and the one in Nungessers in New Jersey, north of North Bergen.
Station ending Golf Zulu Tango, full cross 9, NA1SS. November 7, Golf Zulu.
Oh, yeah, the Sawmill River. I remember those rides. Those were great.
Good to hear from you, NA1SS.
How easy it is?
Just get...
You see how easy it is? Hey, K5YVY, how you doing today? I see you there. Yes, sweet.
So yeah, this was the very beginnings of my channel. These are the things I did. Some well, some not so well. Many times I forgot to turn something on, or I forgot to click on something, or I didn't connect a microphone. All kinds of weird stuff used to go on. I used to get so frustrated. Now it's old hat now. I do it. I can walk in here and in 5 minutes be streaming live. I love it. So, Wow Fang. Oh, what's up in St. Augustine? Let's see. Remember stolen cars here too? Yeah. Mike, you're not in St. Augustine. You're in, what do you mean in St. Augustine? They're building a White Castle in St. Augustine too? No. I didn't know that. Yeah, you learned on the job. Hey, Gary, welcome aboard, man. We're just chit-chatting about my 4-year anniversary being here on YouTube. I've really been active for 3 years. I could really use some more followers. By the way, if you guys could, make sure you hit the like and subscribe, and hit the bell so that you get notified whenever I go live. I know this is like old hat, and you get tired of hearing it from people, but you know, it's something that helps. It literally does help when I start seeing my stuff come back to me in my feed. I know I'm getting out there. It means they're showing my stuff. This is bumming me out. I keep changing the main picture. If it's not a satellite pass, I don't have the picture of the space station there like this. Ham Radio Fun Podcast. This is the one I have for the podcast. But you could see, if you just look at the screen right now, we just go over here to SoloCam. The quality is 1,000 times better. My buddy Ziggy, the 75 ohm ham, some of you might know him. He commented to me one time he couldn't believe how crystal clear and sharp all my videos were on YouTube. And I'm like, well, you know, I perfected it after a while. It takes time to figure it all out, but I got it. There's a lot of good tools you can use. One of them is vidIQ, and I'll click on it. Here, let's show you what this screen looks like. We're still on my channel here. All right, if we just go to home, there's my channel. This is the live stream we're looking at right now. I think, yeah, that's over there. Okay, I can replenish this screen at any time. 8367, this was a Parks on the Air activation I did, and I made a video about it. And this is me doing a firmware update on the 9700. These videos they're showing me for me. These are my shorts, and these are like this one here. Which one is this? All the evil that went on in my country. Oh, yeah. Nobody likes Trump, so I'm talking about Trump here, so they all got mad at me. Immeasurable. Nobody's watching. YouTube is not pushing that video because they don't want any political stuff out here. But I put it there for a reason. Kilo Bravo Zero, Larry Lima Tango, better known as the Loud Talking Trucker. This is Larry from Hamcation. He makes brisket for everybody.
Fancy looking CB
and this was an
interview.
This was an interview I did with him at Hamcation.
It was a Ranger 2950.
And he's showing me the inside of his Peterbilt truck that he lives in, along with 3 cats. He's got 3 cats in there too. I don't know how he does it.
But I bought the thing, and he told me not to transmit above 28 megahertz. He said you can listen, but you need an FCC license to transmit through. So I started listening. And compared to somebody that's been listening to CB radio for all these years, the conversation on 10 meters was intelligent conversation. It was civil, it was cordial.
Right.
They were talking about radio propagation, communication.
Just so you know, make note of that truck. And when you come to Hamcation next year, look for that truck and go say hi to Larry. Larry, the loud-talking trucker, is one of the most generous men I've ever met. He makes tons of brisket and pulled pork and then gives it away for free. He fed over 100 people the last 2 years. Each year he serves over 100 people. So, yeah, go say hi to Larry, hang out with him for a while. If you smoke cigars, he likes a cigar now and then, feel free to give him a cigar. Great guy. Great guy if you want to have some good brisket. So remember that. All right, let's go back to here and look at the videos. In a minute, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my most popular short. And you're going to be like, holy crap, what was that? And here was Huntsville. I interviewed Josh up in Huntsville. This used to be the opening of my videos. I can still do it this way. But this is Josh from Ham Radio Crash Course up in Huntsville, Alabama. I don't put this opening.
Hey, everybody, it's Mike.
Who's that
Kilo
handsome
Oscar
guy?
4, Papa Delta, India. Hey, welcome to my channel. I'm glad you're here.
It's my honey
Got a video
badger's hat.
today of a guy who is pretty busy in ham radio. Yeah, that would be Josh, Ki6NAZ. You know Josh? You know Josh. Josh does Ham Radio Crash Course channel on YouTube.
He does Ham
Also-
Nation. I'm going fast so we get to where Josh is.
I wanted to do something different than everybody else.
Okay. I always recommend that.
What excites you about ham radio? What keeps you going and buying new stuff and trying new
The challenge of it. So for me, here you're gonna. There we go.
I know, I should pay
He's
attention
such
to
a
that.
good producer.
No, I know it's tough. It's tough to both try and talk and then.
Yeah.
work
I was
the
tilting the camera
I'm not talking
down.
to you,
Yeah.
looking at you. Don't take it personal.
No, I don't. So for me, it's like the challenge of whatever that next step is, right? So you sit down, and you're like, I'm going to start doing parks on the air, right? So I need to get a station together, and it's not just the buying the radio, right? You got to buy the antenna and all that other stuff, and then we got to put it in a bag or a box, and you got to kit the whole thing out, right? And then that's I did it. Okay, now I got to go activate it. That's the next challenge, and maybe I want to get kilo in a certain park, which is 1,000 contacts, and I'm always just looking at kind of like the next challenge. Not necessarily competing with others, but the challenge.
By
to
the way,
myself
all these videos are
or
still available on my
improving
channel if you
what
want
I
to go
know
back and
within
check
the
them
hobby
out.
or
Right.
If you're bored
my
and you don't get enough of me
kids in
live.
some cases, like I'm still always threatening to get better at Morse code. So that, for instance, right?
Yeah, and you trying to get Morse code is making me want to get Morse code.
Hey, if I
and
can.
for the longest time, I didn't get my license because they said you had to know Morse code. I didn't
Yeah.
want to learn.
Yeah.
Now I want to learn.
Right, of course. So I think that them getting rid of the requirement is actually one of the best things they could have done for Morse code. Is now it's people finding it in a non-painful way.
Right.
People looked at Morse code as a nuisance that they had to get around, and they did everything they could to just get that out of the way instead of learning what it is, understanding it, and why Morse code's so important. But
Now you started, like you said.
All right, you don't have to watch this whole video now. You can go back and find this if you go to my YouTube channel. Let me shrink this down. By the way, this is where I did magic tricks for Josh, and he freaked out. He said, "You are a damn good magician." He really had a good time with that. This is at Monsanto State Park in Huntsville, Alabama. Boy, I really hope I could go there this year. I don't know that I can financially, but I may try. I may try to get there. I didn't tell you guys. I also ordered today because they had a sale going. It was almost $200 cheaper than Gigaparts. I got an ID 52A. Should be here tomorrow. So we'll be doing D-Star Portable soon. I got some D-Star repeaters not far from me, but if I put an external antenna on the car, I should be able to hit a few of them. Might be pretty interesting to do that. The ID 52A, great little ICOM radio. And I've loved it since it came out, and I just didn't have the money for it. And I was blessed that I had ability to buy it now. So that was cool. Anyway, where were we? All right, Josh was talking. Let's go back and see if we got any other really good videos before we end this tonight. Oldest videos. Let's go down to Don Wilbanks I interviewed at Huntsville. This one I did. Here's T.O. I interviewed T.O. at Huntsville also. He's a great guy. This is a review I did on the Mad Dog Coil from Australia. And this is me demonstrating how I installed my EMP shield on my house. This is a very popular video, 1.4 thousand views from 2 years ago. I got to redo it. Here's Shannon from ABR, Ray Novak from ICOM, and this is 405 Laserworks. This guy, I have a beautiful sign. You can see it in the top left there that he made for me, which is great. And Jim Reed from Ham Radio Prep, and Mike from Ham Radio Deluxe, and his daughter was there too. Messi and Palomi, Stefano from Messi and Palomi. You can go watch that. The Loud Talking Trucker, here's the video of that. This is Hamcation. This is Rob, the digital rancher, doing a live satellite feed. If you went to Hamcation this year, what was really cool is the new president of AMSAT had a whole setup out in the field outside the room where they were, and he was doing satellite contacts the whole time. And I can't tell you how cool it is when you're standing there next to somebody doing satellite contacts and you hear him making QSOs with people you know, because you do it all the time. So that was pretty cool. This is ARISS at 40 years. This was a convention at Kennedy Space Center I went to a couple years ago. That would have been 2 years ago. Here's a do-it-yourself elk antenna mod that Rob, the digital rancher, turned me on to. Another video on me talking about the sat box, which I call it the Rosetta Stone for satellite workers. If you knew the horrible things that I had to go through in order to make QSOs on satellites when I first started, you'd be think it was amazing. This box does everything for you. Anyway, so there's a few. Now, people say, well, what's your most popular video? If I go to shorts and I hit popular, here it is right here. The most 10,000 views on this short. You ready? Here we go.
Hey, do you disconnect all your radios during a thunderstorm? Do you? You shouldn't. You know that, right? You shouldn't disconnect them. You're taking away all your protection from ground. Do radio stations disconnect their towers during a thunderstorm? Yeah, right. Hey, do you disconnect all your radios during a thunderstorm?
That is my most popular short. Over 10,000 views. Why? It's challenging. I'm telling you not to disconnect your radios from your antennas during a thunderstorm. And that is true. Do not disconnect your radios from your antennas during a thunderstorm. If you have lightning protection on everything, the most important thing is to keep everything connected and grounded correctly so it never builds up static electricity. If you take away the ground on your radio from the shielding of the coax, now that doesn't mean you're not going to get struck by lightning. You still could get struck by lightning, but if you didn't have the radios connected, there's a better chance they just go up and smoke in your house when the lightning hits, because that voltage is not going to stop when the fuse blows in the lightning arrestor. That's a lie. It doesn't arrest anything. It tries to disconnect it if the power is low enough, but you're talking 100,000 volts, 50,000 volts, not a lot of amps, but enough to kill you. So don't disconnect your radios during a thunderstorm. I'm going to get tons of comments on that telling me what a fool I am. And, oh, I take off all my radios. Yeah, and you leave the wire hanging, 5 feet away from the thing? You don't think it could arc over to your radio? It can. So, yeah, you shouldn't do that. Leave your radios connected. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that little walk through, reminiscing through time, looking at some of the old stuff I did. I appreciate all you guys that come and follow me and like and subscribe to my channel. You make my day. I'm not monetized yet, but I will be giving away a radio soon. I'm probably going to sell this one. This is a Wouxun KGQ10H. This is a dual band. Actually, it's any band. It does GMRS too. You got to look up how to turn it on and what buttons to push. It'll be GMRS too. I'm giving away this radio in the original box with this antenna. Actually, I'm selling this one. This antenna, $220 is new. Not with this antenna. Just the radio is $220 new. Great for doing satellites. If you know how to program your radio and get the steps in for Doppler effect, This radio is fantastic. As a matter of fact, there's some satellites I have listed on here, like CAS 6A. That doesn't exist anymore. That's not around. So I got to reprogram it. But when I send it to you, I will factory reset it. Comes with a nice battery and a belt clip. You could use it for any band. I think it even does 6 meter. I'm not sure. No, it doesn't do 6 meter. It does 2 meter, 70 centimeter, and I forget what else. But the manual will be in the box. So if you're interested in this radio, it goes for $220. I will ship it to you if you give me $150. I have another one. The green one is the one I'm going to be selling. The blue one will possibly be given away. So keep that in mind. Keep your eyes and ears open. But this one for $150, you're getting a $220 radio for $150 that you can use on satellites with an antenna that will work with satellites. I made 2 contacts on the ISS with this when I put this on. This is a 42-inch tactical whip. They call it tactical because you can fold it up, but when you stretch it out, it's 42 inches long. So if you're interested in this, get in touch with me. $150, it's yours. And I'll pay the shipping. All right? So keep that in mind. On another note, for my 4-year anniversary, we'll do something on a 5-year anniversary. I hope you guys are well. I hope you enjoyed this little get-together back into my past and the celebration of 4 years. I can't believe I've been doing this 4 years. It's amazing to me sometimes. All right. Boys and girls, ladies, nobody's got any questions. So, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Remember what I always say. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. At least not without me. All right. This is KO4 PDI. I'll be clear 73. Come back next week. We'll do it again. Oh, and keep your eyes and ears open. I'll be doing more satellite passes live. 73, everybody. KO4 PDI. Clear.